What's going on, everybody? Paul here at SSR. This is the first episode of the SSR TV podcast. We're here with John Brothers from Metra Electronics. What's going on, sir?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I'm excited. It's the first podcast.
I know. We scraped the bottom of the barrel for this one. So we're going to talk about Metra Electronics today, guys. Metra is a tried and true trusted brand that's been around for many, many, many years, and we have one of the OGs for Metra Electronics here in the house today, and John Brothers. This dude is a straight gangster when it comes to integration and all the cool products that Metra has to offer. Now, here's the thing with Metra Electronics. You think Metra, you think dash kits, wiring harnesses, antenna adapters, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. But Metra actually has a ton of other brands that they offer. There's so many SKUs. How many SKUs does Metra actually have? Watch this.
Well, we have over 17,000 SKUs. So, we're kind of known for dash kits, but under the Metra hat, we've got over 14 brands. So you've got I-Beam, you've got Install Bay, Heis, all the different brands that we have available. Power Sports,
Amotenna,
Ballistic.
Shuriken.
I mean, so there's tons of them, right? So
yep.
We just kind of wanted to touch on some of the things today, and
that's what we're going to do, guys. So we've got. We went shopping earlier. We had our coffee break, then we went inside the lobby here at SSR, and we started grabbing some stuff off the shelf, some popular items, some non-popular items, but nonetheless, definitely some interesting items. Yeah. And we got just a small handful of those on this table today because Amir won't buy me a bigger table.
Need a bigger table, Amir!
But you do the best you can with what you have, right?
That's right.
So where do we want to start today? Let's talk about some of these other Metra products that people may not know about.
Let's start off with the long-anticipated, long-wait Bronco Pods. These are the FD Bro Pod 1, right? So okay. They are our new Bronco Pods. So as you can see, they have a nice pressed grill on them. They fit 6.5s. They also have speaker adapter here.
That's
right?
Pretty cool.
So this is actually, you get the nice waterproof grommet that pops into this hole here, and then you would take off the factory connector, would slide onto this clip and pop in here, and this would plug in, right? So all kind of OEM, plug and play, ready to go. This one actually comes with the clips too as well, so all the clips you need. And then we've got the brackets for 2-door and 4-door. So we're covering all the Broncos, with the exception of the Raptor Bronco, because they have the big cross brace across the back of it. But another cool thing, we've really kind of over-engineered and thought about these. These are, here we go. Let's see. I got a puzzle piece going on here. Anyways, so these are for the, I'm going to get it. Don't you worry.
10 minutes later.
10 minutes later. All right. Anyways, so we've really thought about it because, the Broncos roll with the tops off, right? So these actually have a UV protectant in the plastic, right? So you don't have to worry about this getting cracked or faded or anything like that when it's out in the sun.
That's pretty cool.
That is the FD Bro Pod 1.
So you got brackets and accessories and all the other little knickknacks, so you don't have to DIY anything. It's all pretty much plug and play, it seems.
Plug and play, ready to go, man. Throw
That's
some
pretty cool.
6.5s.
6.5 to 6.75.
Yep.
That's not too shabby. I like that. What's retail on those?
I do not know retail. I don't know the retail.
Metra, get y'all's people's act together.
You guys can make the retail. The retail is available on Metra Online. You can check the retail pricing. We're trying to move towards more profitable products for our dealers. So you guys use your sense of where to sell these at retail. But the retail price is online. So
nice. Heck yeah. All right, let's move on to another one.
Yep.
What do we got?
So next one we have the HE Chase 5MR. I'm sorry, HE Chase-5M. So this is our 5-meter chasing strips. So chasing lights are the hottest product that everybody's been talking about lately, right? So these will do all the whirly-dirlies. I think it's 170 different patterns. It's all controlled through the app or a little card remote. So we give you both options. Some of the older guys don't know how to use an app with the controller, so we got the old school card remote. Cool thing about the card remote, this will actually RF lock to this controller, so you press and hold the purple button. These will flash red 2 times, and that way you know that it's locked to this, so when Grandpa is changing the channels on his TV, or you're at a car show, nobody can mess with your lights.
That's pretty cool. I've seen that go sideways at a couple of car meets and car shows before. Somebody hits their remote and it messes up somebody else's.
Yep.
So that's a non-issue with these.
Non-issue. It's all locked. Okay. And if somebody, maybe somebody at the show has the same Heis controller or Heis product, this is all part of the new Heis Connect universe. This is the Heis Connect app that it uses. So you can actually lock the remote to in the app to this remote too as well, right? So you can password protect it.
That's pretty cool.
Another thing about the Heist Connect app, this will control anything that's chasing, anything that's RGB, or anything that's RGBW. So it's one app that controls them all in the Heist universe. So
That's pretty sweet.
yeah.
We have some other Heist stuff. Is it this right here?
Oh yeah, yeah. So those are our new chasing rock.
So
lights.
let's back up a little bit. So okay, you've got Metra, which is like the big umbrella, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then Heist is just one of the many brands. That's Heist,
That's Heist,
right?
yeah.
And this one is Heist right here. Now Heist is basically all of the lighting products.
Correct. Yeah.
So I know Heist makes LED headlights.
Correct. Yeah.
Several different series of those. We've got tons of them in stock here at SSR Distributors.
Yeah.
We carry a ton of that. There's a ton of other Heist product. I've seen rock lights. I've seen wheel lights. Am I right?
Wheel
with that?
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wheel lights. Underglow kits.
Yep. And
Lights.
what's that new one? There was one we were digging around for, and apparently this is like the 5th time we've sold out of them.
The top seller. It's the new ambient kit, right? So it's the nice little strips that go inside the door seals. It goes in the cracks, and it gives you all that chasing patterns inside the.
Is that the one where like the product image on the box or on advertisements, there's like a spot on the passenger side dash where it's like right between the airbag and the glove box, that nice
That
little
is
crack,
the
you run
one.
it in there.
Yep.
Little accents and all
Yeah.
that. Okay, so they're really like super skinny.
Super skinny.
Is
I wish
it-
we had them to display, but it's such a hot item. I mean, you guys got in like 20 of them, and they're already gone.
Yeah, I
And
thought they were there.
that
There
like
was
last
one or
week.
two there still left on the shelf yesterday, and we went in
Yeah.
there this morning trying to look for them. Nothing.
Yeah, but
But-
more on the way.
Yeah,
More
we
on
got
the
we
way.
got a ton on back order apparently.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that the same as this? Does it come with the remote control
So,
and the?
yeah, same situation on that one. It comes with the remote, the card remote. That one we kind of over-engineered. There's actually a remote for each door, so you don't have to run wires through each door seal. As long as there's power in the door, you can connect all those products through the app, and they'll all do the same thing simultaneously.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's get over into this one. This is also a Heist unit right here. I'm gonna let you take
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah, so these are our chasing rock lights. Of course, we already kind of went over the remote and the controller there, but these are our new ones. So these have 22 chipsets on them, super bright. As you can see, it's curved, so you've got 170-degree light output throw. So same thing, it's got 170 different chasing patterns, so it'll do chasing across the unit, whichever direction or whatever pattern you've got. Heavy duty die cast aluminum, so they're not like those cheap funky plastic ones that crack and break. They're also hermetically sealed inside, so you can submerge them. And then we've got the nice waterproof connectors too as well.
So I was noticing that you've got this piece right here, which this is obviously your power connection,
Yep.
and then you've got your plugs that obviously correspond to those. But how does?
Yeah, so this unit actually comes with extensions. So you've got
in the
yeah,
in the
four
box. Okay.
yeah, 4 10-foot extensions in the
Oh,
box.
that's plenty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another cool thing that I failed to mention earlier about this remote or this controller
I wanted
is
to hold it.
on here. Okay, you can hold it. So you've got left side and you've got right side outputs, right? So that's pretty cool because if you want to hook up different features like turn signal, so you got left and right turn signal. If you wanted to illuminate when you hit the brakes, everything will turn red. If you hit the turn signal,
Oh, wow.
flash left side, right side, and also reverse. So
Okay, so we've got some DOT functionality,
yeah,
kind of, sort of.
yeah, little
Okay.
safety features built into it.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and then the whole system is daisy chained too. So you start at the front of the vehicle, go into here, come out of here to your next rock
then-
light.
okay,
Yeah,
I got
so
you. Okay,
you're
now-
not running 8 different wires or
Yeah, all front to rear.
16
Okay.
wires or whatever you got. So
You run everything kind of in series, and
yep.
okay,
That's
I
why
get
they
that.
call us the installer's
That's
choice.
pretty cool. And then one goes on each wheel.
Yeah, so you can do
Oh
one
no,
or
dude,
each.
there's
each
8 of
wheel.
them in here.
Yeah, this is the
8.
This is the 8-piece chicken nugget. So
No
you know,
sauce though.
No sauce. Yeah, I would consider the controller, and the card remote the sauce. But yeah, so you've got all the different options. I mean, you can mount them under the wheel wells. You can mount them on the sides of the vehicle. Whatever works for your application.
That's pretty neat. That's cool. So what other stuff does Metra make under the Heist line? I mean, you've got RGB products, right?
Dude, we have a whole lighting Bible that's that thick. So, I mean, there is RGB, RGBW, and chasing. So we've got you covered on all the RGB products that you need. RGBW has been a very popular one too lately because that one has a true dedicated white chipset.
Okay,
built
so
onto
yeah,
it.
explain that. I'm thinking I've got so RGB lights. You can combine certain intensities of all three of those different colors and somehow come up with something that's close enough to white, but it's kind of like an electric soft bluish
Right.
white.
Yeah, yeah, and then
So RGBW is like white.
true white chipset. Yeah, and
Okay.
then the other problem with the RGB is when you look at it from different angles, whatever chipset's closest to you is what your eye will actually see. So you may see like a hue of red or a hue of green or a hue of blue because it's using all those to to create white, right? But with RGBW, it's just got a white chipset. So it's got RGB chipsets and a dedicated white chipset built on.
So it takes your actual visual perception
yeah.
out of the mix and,
Right.
and shows you a true color. Okay, so that makes sense. I figured it was something along those lines. I just clarification. Okay, guys, we're back. So we went through the Bronco pods. We went through Heiss LEDs, RGBs, RGBWs, XYZ, all that. So tons of lights, tons of stuff for Broncos. Is there stuff for Jeeps? Isn't there?
There's tons of stuff for Jeep too.
Is it
as
under
well.
Metra or is it a different moniker or whatever?
Yeah,
it's called?
Jeep. All the Jeep products start with JP. So I mean Jeep, and we've kind of got you covered in there. There's a whole catalog on just that stuff too. But that catalog's mixed. It's got lighting products. It's got amp installation products. We even make brackets that go under the seats on the Jeeps. So
Okay.
it's that one's kind of got everything.
Yeah, a lot more than dash kits apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, okay, if a dealer customer, if a retail customer, if they want to learn more about the Metra line, is it metraonline.com and then they can, I guess, fish
Yes.
off of that homepage and go to all these different
Yeah.
respective pages?
Yeah, so you go to metraonline.com and then there's a brands page. So you click brands and you'll see all 14 of the brands on there. And there's direct pages for like all of these.
Okay, cool.
And sometimes, if you want like more detailed information or just maybe you've got the customer in front of you and you don't want to pull up the Metra page, you can just go straight to the Jeep page or straight to the lighting page, and it breaks it down a little bit easier for you.
Okay, cool. All right, so what else do we have? We've got, okay, explain this. Now, I'm a sound quality install nerd, from back in the day. And
Well, these are hats. These are 6.5-inch hat. No, so they're actually speaker baffles. A lot of guys want to seal the actual speaker to the door, so it will actually project the sound out properly. It seals it, and it also, of course, it shoots the sound waves. This has got a little flip up rubber grommet, right? So depending on what kind of door you've got, it's really just made to.
whether your door panel gets super close to the metal or it's got a good distance.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
basically what that helps, it just helps the front wave that comes off that cone to go straight through the grill and not get lost inside the door panel, creating all sorts of additional freaking noise and echoes and reverb and whatnot.
yeah, and then one of the added benefits, of course, it does seal it to the back as well, and you've got this nice little egg foam crate or egg crate foamy crate eggs.
Something like
one
this.
of those
Yeah,
things,
sure.
right? So that'll seal onto here, and then if let's say maybe water or something gets into the door, this actually helps waterproof the speaker too, right? So the water will get on here and just run off the side.
Water is always going to naturally get in the door. What every experienced installer knows is you're never going to stop water. You can only route it.
Right. Yeah. So. Oh, sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, basically, if you throw some foam on the back, the sealing is one benefit. The secondary benefit is obviously you're canceling rear wave reverberation. So it helps mechanically the speaker produce sound in a more articulate fashion that'll be pleasing to the ear.
Yeah, I'd say hats off.
And
to
then
that
they double as
explanation
hats,
well.
apparently. Double as hats and yarmulkes.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is a good thing. We cater to all people, I guess.
Yeah, so we've got 5 1/4, we've got 6.5,
that's a
and
5
6 by
1/4,
9.
right?
This one's actually a 5 1/4. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we grabbed the 5 1/4 box, but yeah, we've got them in all the different sizes.
One rubber's just as good as another.
That's right, baby. And then we sell them in different packs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a 10-pack. So you can buy a 10-pack of 6.5. So you can buy a 10-pack of 6 by 9s, or you can buy them
So
individually.
that's more of a dealer customer,
Yeah.
not an end user thing.
Right, yeah. If you guys
10-pack,
are
okay.
installing them all the time, it is actually one of the best way to upgrade your customer in a sale. If you actually just explain this to them, show them what it does, it's very profitable. I mean, at the end of the day, you're really just putting these pieces in there. It's no extra installation installation time, right? So,
right.
But it's actually very profitable. So
this doesn't take too long to install. You just peel the thing off and stick it.
Slap it on the door, baby. Yep.
Stay free.
So we also have. Let's talk about the I-beam mirror here. Right?
Okay, so this thing's got. Is that a camera?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. Did I do that? Did I break that?
I think I opened that.
I'm gonna let you here go.
Yeah.
Do,
okay.
do things.
All right. So this is the TE LVM9.
There's another camera up here. What does this go to?
Oh, that goes to this bad boy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead.
We're gonna see into the future here with all these cameras. So we've got a forward-facing DVR. Let's imagine this is mounted. Right now, we're videoing you.
Okay.
So forward-facing DVR. It is complete swivel. It's kind of fisheye lens. Of course, you can also move the mirror around, and that's going to change some of the angles of this camera.
That's a normal.
Too, as well.
This isn't like cheap plastic.
No. This is like really good tooled product. I have this on the Bronco myself, and it's got
your Bronco.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's got the universal style puck adapter on here. But we also include in there. We've got this one is for the Chrysler, so you can see that's kind of the rounded mount.
Honda Subaru.
Yeah, and then VW, so Volkswagen. We've got most of the standard ones covered. So on the top here, this system is actually a DVR system. So on the top, we pop this open. You can throw in your little SD card, up to 64 gigabyte SD card. On the video playback, another cool feature, we've got built-in speakers, right? So if you want to, listen to what you're singing, maybe you're doing some karaoke in the car. Mm-hmm. You can actually listen to the video playback through the speakers on here. So
Good for TikTokers.
Good for TikTokers, that's right. So forward-facing camera, and then you've got this rear-facing camera. So they're 1080p. By the way, this also has, let's get to the front of this, right? So this doubles as a mirror, so it's reflective. So if you got kids in the back and you want to turn this off real quick and see what's going on, hey, pipe down back there, childrens.
That's when you hit them with the chancla.
Hit them with the chancla, whatever works, man. So you'll be able to see them too. If you can turn it back on, and then you've also have auto dimming. When it's actually recording, this will illuminate red and tell you that it's recording. You can set it up to record all the time. You can set it up to record when there's an impact to the vehicle. And then you can also manually set it to record whenever you want. So this is the camera for the back of the vehicle. So
now when you say back, you're talking about that goes on the license plate, like outside, or is this a...
Yeah. So there's a couple options. For the license plate, you've got this little bracket here, just your standard kind of, I guess a license plate bracket, right? Or universal kind of bracket. So you've got that if you're working on a normal car. If you have a car that, maybe a smaller car, and you want to put this in the windshield, this has double-side tape on it. So you can stick it to the windshield, and then you can mount the camera, and it'll stick right there, so you can see everything behind you. This hood comes off, and then we've got another mounting options where it's just kind of a flush mount option too. So multiple.
So this can go inside or outside, doesn't matter.
Yeah, inside or outside.
So it can get rained on if
Yes.
need be. Okay.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah. So multiple mounting options. All the I-beam products come with a 3-year warranty. We've got a lot of guys that need that because they sell these type of products to the dealerships. I mean, a lot of the new Chevys are coming with this standard kind of live view mirror, right? So this is your aftermarket solution. So instead of them buying the additional $8,000 technology package, you just throw this bad boy in there and
Way
ready
cheaper.
to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
freaking cool.
120 degree viewing angle in the rear, 140 degree viewing angle in the front. So and it covers everything. So
This is like 720, 1080. I mean, is it good?
1080.
Because a lot of people are going to ask that. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of you, I'm sure, you got a backup camera in your car and you look, it's all grainy and there's no
Yeah.
parking lines, and it's like, but I don't want a $45 camera. I want a good to see what's going on.
Yeah, these are digital. So this is digital. It's 1080p, super crispy, high resolution.
Nice.
If you guys seen in the other video that we made, right? You can see.
Oh, when you
when you were standing in the back and I stole your phone. Yeah, so you can see how crispy the image is, and I've got it on the Bronco, so just ask me when I'm around. So
sweet, heck yeah. You got enough
RTA.
Ain't nobody want to see all this depth. Put this back.
Gotta get the bass knob out.
There's stuff everywhere.
Look at this. Look at this. It's got a bracket, dude. And there's
everything's set up. Let's check the mic real quick. Hello.
Hello. Oh yeah, bro, it's working. I think.
Man, if you don't back up off of my daggum mic.
Mic check 212.
Hey, man, look.
Need a remote? Please go here. Will this be good for the video? Hey, one for you too, bro. All right.
Man, you've been watching too much TikTok.
Install pay.
Oh my god. All right, guys, we are back. We've kind of cleared the table off just a little bit because we really want to focus on these two pieces right here from Access. So I'd like to start off with this one, if that's okay with you.
Let's do it.
This is one of the Access interface modules. I guess, is that what you would call a line-out converter?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about this thing?
So this is our premium line-out converter. This is the AXBXLOC2 Pro. So why is it the Pro? It is the Pro because this one has built-in load selection, and we're also including this handy-dandy bass knob, right? So this one actually has a voltage meter on it. You've got your nice little knob action. It's not the
smooth.
Yeah, it's a smooth one. It's not the clicky one. But so to go along with all your load selection, of course, you've got 20K, 60 ohms, and 20 ohms. So as you guys know, on some of the Chrysler vehicles, and weird vehicles like Fiat, you're going to need to add load resistance into there. So we've got all the load resistance values built onto the unit. We also have turn-on modes, right?
So you don't have to buy any external.
Yeah, you don't got to buy those external ones. We do sell them external if you want to do that, because we have other units that don't have the built-in. That are non-pro, but this is for the pros. So yeah, and by the way, there is a new external unit. It's a 10 ohm resistor. So that one is for all the new Fords. So like Fords with a B&O system, you need that one. So we have that one too if you do need it. You got your turn-on features here. So remote, the old remote turn-on. You got the remote turn-on, DC turn-on, and audio sensing turn-on, right? Okay. So got all your little different options there. Here you have your ground isolation. So you got a 200 ohm, you have isolation grounding, and then standard ground, right?
Okay.
So one of the cool features about this unit, since it's a premium LOC, this is actually going to have a feature built in to give you back that lost bass. On the newer vehicles, specifically GM, when you turn the volume up on the truck, you're going to have this bass roll off, right? So you're actually losing the bass the louder you turn it up. So
yeah, stock system attenuates a bass and
yeah. So a lot of people
annoying.
Lose that signal, and some of them don't even know. But once you can show them that you can restore that, they're kind of blown away. So over here on the side, we have a bass threshold adjustment. So you would turn up the volume on the vehicle and then adjust this threshold so it knows, okay, this is where I need to reproduce the bass at or keep the bass in the system. You also have a bass X adjustment here as well. You've got your main level adjustments and bass level adjustments. So
that's pretty cool.
Got your little bass X. You can see when it's adding that in there, and also you can tell when it's maximized, and then of course a power turn on there.
I like it's got Tiffany style inputs. That's really cool. I don't like a cheap RCA jack. You ever plug RCA cable into something and the whole plug wiggles around like it's about to break loose? These are bolted straight to the chassis.
Yes.
Plastic or that's aluminum?
Yep.
Or steel? No, that's steel.
Yeah, nice. I think steel or aluminum. But I mean, it's just got a nice premium look. Kind of looks like Star Warsy, It's got the.
Small enough to tuck away, that's for sure. Yeah. And if it is visible, at least it's not ugly.
Small footprint, yeah.
Nice.
Power ground, and you also have remote in and remote out if you need that too. So here's your speaker level input. You can just hardwire these in, or you can use one of our handy dandy T harnesses that we have now available. We've got them for all the new Chevys, the Dodge, the Ford. I've got them for Toyota and Nissan too. So
you don't have to worry about a loose T-tap coming
loose
sideways one day. That's good.
T-tap, or spending all your time actually finding the signal wires, the correct signal wires to go into here.
Nice.
Yeah, plug and play T-harness kind of option for these available as well.
Now that's a 2-channel. There's also a 4-channel and a 6-channel, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
4-channel, 6-channel.
Anything different about those, or just about the same thing?
So the 6-channel has summing. Yeah. So you've got you can fully sum the signal too as well. And then on the 4-channel, if you wanted to do maybe you want to run the 4-channel and you want to have a separate signal for your bass and a separate signal for your highs. It's got all that separation built onto the top of the unit too.
Cool thing about summing is, you know, a lot of your newer vehicles, your factory audio system, it's crossed over internally in the amplifier, the head unit. Somewhere else it's externally processed, and you won't find little bass blockers or capacitors on the tweeters and stuff like that. So you're basically taking over, you know, a crossed over signal from here, you know, a high signal, a mid-range signal, a full-range signal, a bass signal, and you're taking them all, putting them all back together to give you 20 hertz all the way to 20 kilohertz. So that's a really cool feature, auto summing. It restores everything back to full range so that you can use your aftermarket amplifiers, processors, what have you, crossovers, to edit it the way you like it instead of being subject to what the factory put in the vehicle. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. I like that idea.
Yeah, so it's a great solution. You know, it handles up to 400 watts input on the speaker side, and 40 volts as well. So you know, I think some of the higher end like Nagamichi systems, or you know, some of those factory systems, like I know the new Escalade has a crazy, you know, factory wattage output. So this thing will handle it, so you don't have to worry about frying it. You know. Nice. So
okay. Well, that's those. Now, there's a ton of these. There's probably, what, 7 or 8 different SKUs just in this lineup right here. So check us out at SSRdistributors.com, and you'll be able to locate on our website all these different units. If you have any questions about them, certainly feel free. If you're a dealer, give us a call. We'll give you the rundown on them. If you have any questions or comments about this specific piece, drop a comment or a question below, and we'll make sure we get back to you.
Yeah.
I want to get into that. Like, all right. That looks terrifying.
Come on, man. It's not too bad.
So tell me what we got here.
So we showed you the analog solutions. Now we're going to show you the digital solutions. So this is our AXDSP ETH1, right? AXDSP X-ETH1. The X stands for 10 channels, Roman numeral 10. So you've got 10 channels output, right? So this part is specifically made...
Gold-plated.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gold-plated.
I love gold. Yeah, wow. Right? So this part is specifically made for 19 and up Chevys with the Bose system. We are actually the only ones on the market with a solution for it right now. So I've got guys that have used this in, you know, all of the newer trucks, anything from a Silverado to, you know, a Yukon, and we're even covering some of the Corvettes too, which is freaking awesome. So it's a plug and play solution. We're going to include both harnesses. So some of them will use the ETH1 harness, some of them will use the ETH2 harness, right? So like I think the Corvette uses the ETH2. And then the older Chevys would use, you know, the well, not the older ones, but the 19 and up to 22, I think, use the ETH1. Anyways, the way to verify that, there's a QR code on the door seal of all the new Chevys. You scan the QR code the same way you would scan a menu, you know, at a restaurant during COVID. It'll pull up all of these RPO codes, right? So the RPO codes will tell you exactly what radios and features the vehicle has. Okay. So it's really handy. They started this in 2018. All the Chevys started doing this, right? So good way to verify what radio and what you know, features the radio has. Okay. So you scan that. If it has an IOK, you okay? If it has an IOK RPO code and it has a Bose system, this is the solution for you. So got your 2 harnesses in there. You also have comes with speaker harnesses too, right? So once you get this in there, you've got all your RCAs that go to your amp, and you've got all your speaker harnesses that go to your factory speakers, right? So you're not having to run speaker wires.
Let me get this straight. This goes back into the stock harness, using the stock wires in their current path to service the speaker locations.
Correct.
And this goes into the speaker outputs of the amplifier?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And they're all labeled, which is good. Obviously.
All labeled, yeah. That's the best part. That's
pretty plug and play. Like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So this particular model does plug in at the factory amp. So you would unplug the factory amp. You would plug this harnessing in, and this would plug right here into the unit, right? So we're getting the full signal from the factory head unit, and you're good to go, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No touch. So yeah, these little doodads,
what is that?
These will actually plug into our included bass knob.
So, oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, you got a bunch of extra wire, color-coded. We're good to go.
Yeah, so if you wanted to you know, do a full system and control just the bass separately, we do that. In case you've got an amplifier that doesn't have a bass knob, we got you covered. Another big thing about this unit, once you get it installed, there is an app. It is the AXDSP XL app. Right?
Okay.
The XL because the X of course, we have two versions of this. We have a X version and an L version. The X is a 10 channel, the L is a 6 channel. Anyways, that app covers both units.
Okay.
And so you would log in, you would select year, make, and model of the vehicle. So that way it knows what language to speak, right? Gives you all your adjustments. So now you've got time alignment, you've got 31 band EQ, you've got crossover adjustments. But the most important part, specifically with Chevy, is now you got ways to turn down like your door chime, and you can turn down
and the turn signal.
And,
my god!
You know, all that
so
stuff.
it still retains the features of a regular access harness module.
Yes.
You know, but you've got all those extra DSP features.
Yeah, so you've got some of the integration that we have on the access line built into this, which is awesome because, you know, let's say you did an analog solution like our other ones. You wouldn't be able to turn down the door chimes. You just have this crazy amplified door chime. But with this unit, you can digitally turn down the door chimes and turn signal sounds and backup sensors and all that kind of stuff on Star. So, yeah, it won't come in all crazy amplified.
That's pretty neat. And what does this specifically control? Just the bass output on the bass side?
Yeah, so so in the app you can actually select, you know, subwoofer. You can group the channels together, and it'll control those specific channels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the app you also have turn-ons for remote, so you can do delayed turn-on.
Okay.
You can do signal sensing turn-on too as well. So kind of got you covered, man.
Nice.
The AX DSP X-ETH1.
So what? Okay, so this is not the only one because I go up there every day to help with customers and visit the guys and all that kind of stuff when I'm up there and make videos and whatnot. But I see there's a ton of different processors up there. I see one called Light. There's a bunch of different ones. Now, what actual cars do these things work on? Is it just for like Chevy and Ford, or is there more?
Man, we are covering every type of vehicle you can think of. And probably the best thing about it is we're doing amplified applications and non-amplified applications. So some of the other guys don't do non-amplified. So if you've got an F-150 that's, you know, a 2022 F-150 with the new FD3 harness, we've got you covered if it's non-amplified. If it is amplified, we have our A2B2 piece for amplified with B&O system. So, you know, even on the Chevys, like let's see you've got a 23 Silverado, but it doesn't have Bose. I've got a T-harness for that and a DSP. Everything's combined in one unit.
What about Dodge Ram?
Dodge Ram, we got you covered with the Ram.
Camry?
We got you covered on the Camry.
Accord?
We got you covered on the Accord. We got you covered on the Kias. We even have some for the fiber optic systems, like on the Europeans with the MOS 25 system. We have that too as well.
I was going to say Maxima, but never mind, I think. Okay,
yeah,
so we pretty much covered.
Yeah.
Bet you ain't got covered, what was it? What's the electric car? Tesla.
We actually do have the Tesla covered. So, SEMA, we just released a product. It has a plug-and-play...
this for a Tesla.
This for a Tesla, right? So it plugs in at the factory amp, gives you 10 channels out. We won an award for the electric most new vehicle cool product, right? So we won that at SEMA. Really looking forward to that coming out because there's a lot of people that need solutions for Teslas. So
yeah, well, the cars in general are getting more and more complex, and everything's integrated into everything else. You know, you can monitor your tire pressure from your radio on half these new cars. So
yeah, true.
I can understand it's getting quite difficult, but this right here, it looks terrifying, but I see a lot of color coding, I see a lot of labeling.
Plugs in, man.
And I see a lot of solutions to make the installation rather simple. Way more simple than it would look based on what I'm actually staring at right now. So this is actually really neat. Okay, cool. Heck yeah. Okay, so we've got a digital solution, we've got tons of analog solutions, tons of both, it looks like.
Yeah.
This is not bad. This is something I really wanted to dive into just so I can get a better clarification on some of this stuff. But I don't know, man. I'm pretty happy with a lot of this access equipment I'm seeing right here. There is so much that we stock here at SSR alone, and there's so much that we even don't stock here at SSR because this will be the Metro warehouse that we stocked everything. Hey, that's between y'all. Y'all figure that out.
It's coming.
Amir's actually here right now. You can go say hi.
Okay, I'll go beat him up.
But yeah, guys, I wanted to bring John out today to kind of sit down on some of these things and just to touch base. They're not just dash kits, and it's not just as simple as dash kits anymore. It's much more complex, and Metra's got all of the modern solutions to keep it simple, to keep it cost effective, and to keep everything rocking like it's supposed to. You know, between the RGB light products, you know, the Heist brand, the I-beam mirrors, the Metra Bronco speaker kit. There's so much that Metra sells. If you're a dealer, get a hold of your SSR sales rep today and talk to them and see if we can get some Metra solutions in your business, kind of help your installers, you know, turn out a little bit of piece of work a little bit faster, you know.
Yeah.
And definitely there's not one company out there, period, with this many aftermarket solutions, especially for new vehicles. So, man, Jonathan, I really appreciate you coming out today. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with everybody. Until next time, guys, tune into SSR TV. We'll see you later.